Hi everyone, we hope you're doing well. Rather than write a newsletter because it would be lots and lots of pages, we decided that it's better to do a video and keep you all up to date with what has been going on.
As most of you know, we spent 2 months in Britain on a sabbatical, and we also used that time to spend with family. And we visited our home church, and we took part in various things that were involved in that as well. So God spoke to us very clearly about different issues, and we found somewhere really quiet in the library that we could go and just spend quality time, which was a real blessing.
Before we went, we were actually told, he said, "You really just want 2 months?" We go, yeah, that's fine. And honestly, it wasn't enough. Because during the time we were there, we were busy. We spoke, it was great. We spoke in 3 churches, we did Sunday school, we spoke in a school about the work that we do, particularly to do with the refugees, which was brilliant. But we did come back thinking, oh gosh, we're going to be refreshed. We weren't physically, but we were totally refreshed spiritually because God spoke to us. He gave us words. And the Sunday before we left, I think it was the day before we actually left, um, we were sent out again. We were anointed with oil and like commissioned again, which was absolutely wonderful. So, what did God speak to us? That we have to be here still. Because at Christmas time we were like so tired, we were thinking, really, do we still want to be here? We were joking, we knew we'd be coming back, but we just needed to have the confirmation from God and what was happening, have the blueprint for when we come back.
Um, Things are actually getting busier for us. As we get older, God seems to give us more to do, which is His plan, not ours. So we've been told by God about doors opening up in front of us, and we were basically waiting for that to happen. And not long after we returned, that happened almost immediately, with various things opening up in front of us.
We got back on the Sunday, the 15th of March it was, and we were literally the next day, we were back in work again, which is good because neither of us like to just sit and do nothing. When God has a plan for us, we do it. So we've been carrying on with the day centres, and in fact, I think we've really got more input there. And this last week particularly, it was Children's Day. On the 1st of June, it was Children's Day in Romania, which is a big celebration, and the schools are off, and we do things with the children. Plus, it was Pentecost Sunday, and there's always a lot of celebration around that. But unfortunately, with it being the same time as Children's Day, we didn't actually get a chance to speak to the children much about what Pentecost means, but we can do that in the next couple of weeks. So this last week, we had from Tuesday to Sunday night, we had lots of outreaches, parties, and amazing stuff with the children. And then we had a day off on Monday, which we're really having to guard. And because we're working 6 days a week at the moment, and we'll tell you more about what else is going on. So there's evenings that are involved now as well. And yesterday we had another 2 Children's Day parties, and they have been absolutely fantastic. The kids have absolutely loved them. So in total, in this last week, we were able to minister to approximately 240 children, which in one week, and when I say ministering to 240, you are like one to one or playing games with them and talking to them about Jesus and stuff. So it was full on, but it was absolutely amazing.
We've also carried on the work with the ladies in Chernavoda at the roundabout, and we continue to visit them maybe every 2 weeks. And there's an opportunity that's arisen again, a new door opening, to work with the pastor in Chernavoda and to visit and have activities with the children of prostitutes and at least three different areas where the ladies work and the children are there as well. So we would then have things to do with the kids, and that will be maybe visiting the ladies and the children maybe 3 times a month now.
Yeah, it's exciting. It is exciting. A bit scary because we always said, I don't want to work with gypsies, I don't want to work with Romas, only because we don't know anything about them. And we didn't want to work in Chernovoda, and this is God saying, well, there you go, the door's open, walk through and we'll do it. So we just need to continue to pray that it becomes a possibility. The problem is the pastor there is very much on his own in the church, as in teams to go and minister in other places. So he's very, very busy, and there's been lots of visitors around for, many places and things like that. So it has been a bit tough. So please keep praying that we can do this and start really soon, because it would just be a great opportunity to visit where they live, to visit the children in the areas, and get to know the ladies a lot better than we already know. It's going well, but we're a bit frustrated. We want to go a wee bit further and do a little bit more.
As Sarah said, doors have been opening at a very quick rate, and it was in the day that God has said to me in particular about doors continuing to open. We went to an Easter celebration in the Mother Church in Faro, and the pastor, who I will call Coco because I've known him since he was 15, he grew up with our boys. He actually approached me at the end of the meeting and said, Alec, would you consider coming on the board of the church? So I am now an elder in the Mother Church, which means a lot more responsibility, a lot more meetings, and it's more input within the Mother Church, and we're building a better relationship between the Mother Church and Poyana, because we've been sort of isolated where we are. So that's a really positive attitude. At the moment, we're having meetings most Thursdays, and next week, Tuesday, we actually meet the regional board, which is the Pentecostal board of the whole of Constanza region.
It's really good, because one of the things we've been praying about before we left was we do feel isolated here. We have prayer cover, and we can talk to people in the UK, America, or we've got some friends in America, but we can video call in Romania, in Britain, but it's not the same as having that close fellowship. So we've been up to see him twice, him and his wife and his son, and it's a real encouragement, but it works both ways, because I think he appreciates it the other way, being a bit more experienced and having some wisdom and experience. So we've been able to share what we have been through. And the other good thing is, with Alec going to these meetings, that ladies aren't allowed. So it means that I can have a Thursday, a free time on my own, which I've never been able to have any time. Obviously, we pray and we talk about things and everything like that, but it's really good. The other thing that we knew was coming up is the international ministry. As you know, we have a team come from America at the beginning of December every year, Europeans Mission Child, and they come and they give presents to the children. They don't actually come and stay with us, they stay in a hotel, and we just facilitate, make their programme for them. But the vision for the leader has always been to start an international church ministry in the city, for foreigners who just speak English, or maybe go to a Romanian church, but it's better in their first language. And that should have started this last week, but with personal situations with the guy who's actually leading it at the moment, that wasn't possible. So that should be happening really soon. So it's really been amazing, all the things that have happened since we've come back. And at one point, we were sort of saying, Lord, how are we going to do all of this? You know, how are we going to find the energy? How are we going to find the strength to do everything that we're doing? And we just realised, we said, no, we're not even going to entertain being tired. Yes, we can be physically tired. We're not getting away from that, especially after having all these children over the last week. But we just say, no, God has called us to do these things, and He will enable us, He will strengthen us, and He will just see us through all of this. Thank you so much for your prayers. All the things we've shared, we would ask that you continue to pray, please. Please share this video with your church people, with all the people, your friends that maybe would be interested in hear what's going on here, and already pray for the situations here in Romania. And we just couldn't do it without you. You're just amazing, and we just want to thank you for that. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayer support. And as I say, you really spur us on, because we're on the front line, but we couldn't do it without you in the background praying and all of these things. So please continue to pray for all the things we do with the children, with the church, with everything that we're involved in, because Poiana Church is still going strong. We may only be a few of us, but we're still going strong, faithful people. But one of the things with the Mother Church Farrell in the city, we are going to be going there more often, and they're going to be coming and helping us more often with prayer walking round the village and meeting more people in the village, which is exciting. I think the only other thing we would say is about, I don't know if you read in the news last week about the drone coming over from Russia and hitting a building and houses in Romania. And that has been quite scary for a lot of Romanians. It's still about maybe 2-3 hours away from us, but we're in a very strategic point here in Poiana, as in we have the American Army base 25 minutes away. We have the port, which is only 25 minutes away, and then we have the nuclear power station only 45 minutes to an hour away. So I would ask you to pray. It has caused a bit of fear and a bit of concern amongst Romanians, and we kind of say, well, look, God is in control of all of this, but obviously people are scared and people are concerned, and we don't want it coming down. We want this war to end, and we continue to pray for Ukraine and for Russia, and we would just appreciate you praying with us as well.
We just want to thank you, as Heather said, for all your support, especially your prayer support, because we basically couldn't do this without you. So thank you for listening, and as Heather said, please share this with whoever you think would be willing to listen to it, to be honest. Okay? And God bless. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.